and what he's done in his career and how hard he gets his teams to play. You know, it was a great challenge as I started to put the game plan together to think about what we were going to need to do in order to win the game, because they play such relentless basketball. You know, and I'm proud of our guys and proud of the way they fought all night, but this is a game that I think can really help us, because we had to be tough. We couldn't walk in here and think we were going to even have a chance to be competitive unless we were tough. So it was a great challenge for us to come here and come and compete.
Questions for the players?
If both of you guys could take this, you had 12 offensive rebounds, 18 points off of them. What was the key to getting to the glass so often?
We knew this was going to be a physical game. You know, the game kind of relied on who's going to out-rebound the other team. As some coach put in our game plan, we knew they were a physical team. We thought we'd get them on offensive glass, come over the top of using some of our length on the wing. Guys like Walter White, Javante coming down, ripping boards down the lane.
Yeah, that was one of our biggest game plans, just rebounding the ball. We know that they're a big rebounding team, so we just had to be relentless and get on the glass. It's something that Coach Jones was pretty much honing in on the whole game.
And after ripping down those boards, obviously they have some length in there, being poised. You know, either putting the ball back up to score or find an open shooter on the perimeter. Like you said, we had 18 points off. I thought we did a good job with that.
Also, guys, a lot of success from the three-point line tonight. They seemed to collapse on you when you drove into the lane. Just how easy did that make it to kick out for a wide open shot?
Oh, that was another big game plan, just getting in the paint, being poised, jump stopping, pump faking, and just kicking out the shooters. I had a lot of good shooters on the three-point line tonight, and they were hitting the shots, and we just did a good job just being poised in the lane and finding the open man. So they kind of opened up middle, so we kind of attacked that a lot, and that kind of what led to us getting open shots.
Yeah, they definitely use their length and athleticism well. We know they're really good at making the second play. You know, closing out to the first guy. We want to attack the second closeout though. Trying to open up the space on our offense.
Anything else for the players? All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Questions for Coach?
Joe, you guys also had a lot of success with the backdoor cuts. Just what did you see in scouting the game that made you think those would be there this often?
Well, they're gonna pressure you. They're gonna deny you. They're gonna disrupt your offensive flow. It's very hard to kind of run your offense against the way that they play. And so we just wanted to, when they went to overplay us, we wanted to make sure that we were putting some pressure on them at the rim. There were a couple of sets that we tried to run to kind of give us a chance to be able to score the ball easily at the rim because of their pressure. We didn't feel like it was gonna. We didn't feel that we could. If we didn't think we could get those plays, we thought it was gonna be a hard game to win, just because we had to try to relieve some of that pressure by scoring the ball at the rim in that way.
And also, Joe, I know it's way far ahead, but how can this help you guys when it does come to February and starting to get ready for the postseason resumes?
Yeah, I think the one thing I'll say about my team is that this is really one of the more enjoyable groups of guys I've had the pleasure of coaching. You know, they come in every day. They have a great attitude. They really fight for each other. You know, so that's been a lot of fun so far this year. We took a trip to Spain. I thought that really helped our team chemistry and our togetherness. And you know, so it was one of those things I told them. I said, you know, I think there's some great things ahead for us, because I think we have the right people in the locker room, and they're a talented group, and they play for each other. So when you have that, you have something I think pretty special. Nowadays, it's really hard to coach. It's not an easy profession nowadays, with so many kids kind of looking at this where they all feel like they need to get something out of this instead of what the team is doing. So I have a really good group. I'd like to say this too. I tried to recruit Jair Bolden twice in high school, and then when he transferred, and I think we were Justin Manaya's first offer. And so I had it right, because both those kids are terrific players. I was really happy to see them both.
One thing about South Carolina after its first 3 games was its kind of depth and its variety of options beyond just Lawson. It seemed like tonight you're able to kind of take those other guys away. What did you feel like you guys did defensively in terms of kind of lessening their attack beyond Lawson?
You know, that was, so let's start with Lawson, because I thought that was going to be a really tough matchup for us. I watched a ton of his stuff, and I thought our length in that position, I thought was going to really give us some problems, and it did. And I thought the other thing that was going to be hard is our ability to get through screens, just because it's, there's such bigger bodies, such length, and we struggle to do those 2 things. He's a heck of a player. I thought our guys just fought. I thought we fought pretty hard. We battled pretty hard. We just try to kind of play our game in terms of what we like to do defensively, and I thought our guys did a good job of that. But the Lawson matchup was a tough one, and I thought the zone helped us as well. I thought if we had to play them more man, that might have been a recipe for disaster once they got it going. But the zone, I thought, helped us. We had a hard time. I thought we got them to miss their first shot in the first half in the zone, but then we couldn't keep them off the backboard.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thank you, Coach.
Take care, guys.